Hello, this is Robert McGinnis. I'm doing my week 4 assignment for FTT 104. Today's date is January 27th, 2025. Um, this assignment is the complete disassemble of a firearm. I'm going to be using my Taurus G2C, and just so everybody can be aware, there's no ammunition in the magazine. Going to back, slide back a bit. Visually inspect and physically inspect. There's no ammunition. Gun is safe and clear. And there's no ammunition in my work area. Alright, so first to begin, you're going to pull back on the slide a little bit, drop your disassembly, and then on the Taurus, you do have to pull the trigger to get the slide to go forward. This is the general field stripping process of it. Then what you're going to do, you're going to remove the recoil spring and your bell. Alright, so before I go any further, I do have gloves on because my hands still ain't fully healed. So what we're going to do first is grab a punch. You got your striker assembly right there. You got to pull forward on that a little bit to be able to slide off the back plate. And then your striker assembly slides out the back plate. Um, I'm not going to disassemble this because, like I said, my hand still ain't working right from the accident I had. Alright, the next step is going to be pulling the extractor. If you look right there, there's a little detent in there that sits right where the extractor is connected at. Gotta get a punch and push that down or hammer it down. So let's get that pulled. Alright. There's the extractor with the extractor spring. So the next thing is we're going to pull out the detent, which comes out with the spring and a little detent. Then you got your firing pin block that comes out next. That also has a spring on it. Now next for the slide, because Taurus does have a round indicator, as you can tell right there. So let me get the right pin for that to be able to pull that out. And there's the pin for the safety indicator. Now when you pull it out, there is a spring that sits in there. It will fall out on you. And I have it right there. So let's set that to the side. Alright, so next would be the takedown levers because my hands ain't working that good and I don't feel comfortable messing with that right now. I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is I will walk through how to do it. So right in there, you got a little D-pin that you can press down with a punch. Press it down and loosen the tension. Take the takedown levers and put them in an angle. And it's a little bit of a fight to get them out, but they'll push out. If you put one side down and the other side up, you can do it. There is a spring in there that you got to worry about when you remove those. So that's how you would remove the takedown levels. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the pin that sits right there for the trigger assembly. Alright, so the trigger wheel right there is slid back, so in order to get that out, you need to remove the two pins that sit right back here by the safety. One of them is tapered, so for that you're going to want to go from the left side of the gun to make sure you do it correctly. She's coming. Right. Come on, look, hands. There's the pin removed from the back. Now let's go to the next one. Which is going to be this back pin right there. next step is to pull out the back assembly here, but be careful because there is a bearing in there. So that bearing I was telling you about sits right there. Now, we should be able to pull the trigger assembly. And there is the trigger assembly. I'm not going to go any further on disassembling anything else because, like I said, my hands still aren't working correctly. But the only thing that is still left in the handle is the mag release button. I'm not going to play around with that. Um, I'm going to go through and reassemble it, and when I come back, I'll do a function check. Okay, so I have it all reassembled again. So safety works on the toys. You can't pull the slide back when it happens. Um, again, visually inspect, empty. Extractors though, the takedown levels work. Slide it back on like it should. The hold button works. The the mag eject works. So the gun has been fully disassembled and reassembled. Thank you. Have a great day.